it is 2, then 2.01, then 1.9, right? Okay. And here in this range, your output is distorted. Student, your output is distorted, right? Your output is distorted, correct? Your output is distorted, right? So that is the case that we have gone through in the previous lab, right? In the exam week, okay. So and we decided that, oh, maximum value of RC must be 6.49, right? Okay, so not use, okay, do not use RC higher than 6.49, okay, or 6.65, okay. So up to 6.65, I think we were not getting a distortion. If you keep 7.5, then obviously you will get distortion in the output, so do not use that values, correct? So that we have gone through in the previous lab. So today let us start with the new experiment. Student, let's start with the new experiment, which is nothing but the based on the same circuit. Student, experiment 7, you will have the same circuit, okay. But now this time, right now this time, what we will do, okay, we will change the RE, okay. So we will see the effect of RE on the voltage gain of the CE amplifier, right? So what is the voltage gain of the CE amplifier? Voltage gain is nothing but the RC upon RC, sorry, RE dash, right? So this RC actually small RC, but if you say that your RL is infinite, okay, in which case you can say RC is nothing but the capital RC, okay. So that's why we have taken load resistance infinite. That's why small RC becomes capital RC, right? Both are same, okay. So this is the voltage gain of the equation of the CE amplifier, right? CE amplifier. Now this time, what we do is we have to vary the RE. So what is RE? RE is nothing but the ammeter resistor, right? Okay. RE is nothing but the ammeter resistor, right? So if I slide it, okay, if I show you the diagram, right? Diagram. So this is nothing but the same as experiment number 6, student. This is the same as, okay, this diagram is same, okay, same as provided in the experiment number 6, correct? Now the thing is, what in experiment number 6 we have varied this one, RC, okay. But now in this experiment we will keep the RC value fixed, right? Collector resistor will be fixed, and we will vary this ammeter resistor, right? So ammeter resistor RE will vary, right? And we will see how your gain is varying, right? So how the voltage gain is varying, that we will see in this today's experiment. Got it? Okay. So let me tell you, student. Okay, let me tell you. Let me write it down the equation once again, and please hope you are paying attention. So let me write down. Okay, what we are going to do today. Very easy experiment, student. Okay, today my target is to complete experiment number 7 and 8 both. Right. So yes, it will be. Yes, it will be completed. Okay. So let me say 8 June. Okay, and hope you are paying attention. Fine. So yes, so experiment 6. Okay. Experiment. 6 is completed. Fine. 7. Okay. Effect of R. Right. Okay. On the voltage gain of CE amplifier. Right. So here, student, here, okay, what we have to do is, let me say for a CE amplifier, right? For a CE, common emitter amplifier, right? Common emitter amplifier, the voltage gain AV. Okay, let me write down. The voltage gain AV becomes nothing but the minus small rc upon Re dash. Okay, small rc upon Re dash. Now let us say your RC, or let me say your RL is infinite, so your RC become capital RC. Correct. So let us write down, rewrite is once again. Okay, AV, which is nothing but the minus capital RC upon RE dash. Okay, but what is RE dash, student? What is RE dash, right? What is RE dash? So RE dash is nothing but the 25 millivolt upon IE, right? So 25 millivolt. Okay, this RE dash, right? So this RE dash is nothing but the 25 millivolt upon IE. Okay, 25 millivolt upon IE. Okay, so this is nothing but the 25 millivolt upon IE. So IE will be over in the numerator, right? So your equation becomes what? Your voltage gain AV, which is nothing but the minus RC into IE, right? Okay, divided by 25 millivolt, right? Millivolt. But we know that now IE is nothing but VE by RE, right? VE by RE. So here you can see that this is nothing but the minus RC into VE upon RE, right? VE upon RE. So 25 millivolt will be as it is, and RE will be there, right? IE is nothing but the VE by RE. Okay, so now you can see that, student. Now you can see that if you want a more gain, right? If you want a more gain, so what you have to do is, so you can see that your gain AV and RE, they are inversely proportional, right? Okay, AV is inversely proportional to the RE. Okay, so if you want more gain, so what you have to do is you have to decrease the value of this denominator, right? You just decrease the value of RE. Okay, so as you decrease the value of RE, your gain will increase, right? So decrease the value of RE, your gain will increase. That's it. Okay, so that we have to do in this experiment, right? We have to decrease the value of RE, so gain will increase. Okay, but the thing is what, after some value of RE, so decrease, student, decrease, okay, decrease the value of RE, 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 okay, until there is no distortion, there isn't, right, okay, there isn't, right, any distortion in the output, right, any distortion, okay, in the output. Okay, so don't decrease too much. Okay, okay, so stop decreasing RE, student. Okay, you have to decrease the value of RE, right? You have to decrease the value of RE. Okay, so stop. Okay, stop decreasing, right? Decreasing the RE. Okay, okay, when distortion starts, right? Distortion starts. That's it. Okay, student. Fine. Okay, when distortion starts, okay, you just stop. Okay, you just stop decreasing the RE. Okay, you cannot further decrease the RE. Okay, so that we have to find out. Okay, for which value of RE? Okay, which value of RE? Okay, up to which value we can decrease the RE? Okay, below which we don't have to decrease the RE. Okay, stop over there. Okay, so that is the goal of this experiment. Okay, okay. In the experiment number 6, we were increasing RE. We were increasing RC. Now here, keep the RC fix. Okay, in this experiment, keep the RC fix, right? Keep your collector resistor fix. Okay, don't change it, right? Okay, and you vary the RE. Okay, and vary means decrease the value of RE. Okay, up to certain point, correct? So let me tell you, student, what is the procedure? Student, same experiment, same experiment, right? So if you read the steps, okay, you can find out, right? You can find out, okay. So here it is written that, oh, connect the circuit, okay, take these values, okay. But here we will set the Q point in the middle of the load line, correct? So don't use this 4.7K, use RC equal to 3.3K. That's it. Okay, use the RC 3.3K. Fine. Use the RC 3.3K. Okay, that we have to use it. Okay, student, RC 3.3K. Okay, so that your Q point will be in the center, right? So use this one, and yes, keep it fixed throughout the experiment, right? Keep it fixed. Don't change the RC. Okay. Now apply the VCC. That's fine. 10 volt. Okay, and AC input AC signal, right? It's 20 millivolt peak. So 40 millivolt peak to peak, 5 kilohertz frequency. But what we will apply, instead of 20 millivolt peak, we will apply 5 millivolt peak. That's it. Okay, 5 millivolt peak. Okay, so this means that we will apply 10 millivolt peak to peak. Okay, and 5 kilohertz frequency, right? So we will not apply 20 millivolt peak. We will go with the 10 millivolt peak. Okay, why not 20 millivolt peak? That we will discuss later on. Okay, now vary the emitter resistor, student. Collector resistor you have to keep the fix, right? Collector resistor you keep it fixed. Vary the emitter resistance. Okay, 470 ohm to 3 kilo, right? But I will go up to 1 kilo. Okay, okay, I will go up to 1 kilo. Okay, and note down the corresponding output in the observation table. Note down the value. Note down the value of ammeter resistance at which the distortion starts. Right? Okay. Note down the value at which distortion starts. Right? So you decrease the value of RE. Right? Okay. Let me say if RE is nothing but 1,000, then you just reduce the 800, then 600, then 400, and so on. You just keep on decreasing the value of RE. Right? Okay. Okay, so these are the steps, right? 4 steps we will apply, and at the 5th step, you have to plot the graph, right? Okay, plot the graph. But once you complete the 4th step, then and then you will be able to plot the graph. Okay, student. So what you have to do? Keep the RC fixed, decrease the value of RC. So as you decrease the RE, your gain will increase. Okay, your gain will increase. Okay, so that we have to confirm. चलो पता चला या नहीं स्टूडेंट? RE we have to decrease in today's experiment. Why? So please tell me, did you get it or not? Chalo, 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 chalo. Did you get it, student? Okay, Sujal, Vikas. Okay, Palak, Rohan, Yashvi, Jaimin, Ishraj. Sir, can we increase the RC so that gain increase? Student, look. Definitely. What you do is, let me say in the experiment number 6, right? Student, okay, what you can do is you can definitely increase the value of RC to get the higher gain. Okay, whereas in a previous experiment, right? In a previous experiment, we have learned that we can increase the value of RC, right? So maximum you can take 6.65, right? Maximum you can take 6.65 or 6.5, okay, to get the higher gain. But your Q point will also move up. You can increase the value of RC. Definitely, you are very true. Okay, you correct. Okay, okay. But the thing, okay, if you take a RC 6.5K, okay, so that you will get a higher voltage gain. But the thing is, what Q point will not be, student, in the center of the load line, right? And I want to set the Q point in the center of the load line, right? Fine. So Ankush, you can set RC to get the higher gain, but in that case your Q point will not be in the center, right? So that's why I have not taken 6.5, okay, RC. That's why I have taken 3.3K RC for your Q point to be in the center of the load line. Are you getting, student? Ankush, did you get? But you are correct. You are correct. You can definitely get it, but your Q point will not be in the center. Okay. So that's why I have selected 3.3K. Okay. So now, okay, let me come back to 8 June. Okay, let us run the circuit and take the readings. But very important step, student. Very important step. What step? Here, okay, here, okay. If you want to see the effect of RE, okay, if you want to see the effect of RE, what you have to do? You have to remove the bypass capacitor. Student, the condition is what? Remove. Okay, the condition is what? Remove bypass capacitor, right? Remove bypass capacitor. That's it. Okay, remove the bypass capacitor. That is a condition, right? A very important condition, that you have to remove the bypass capacitor. Then only you can see the effect. Okay. So here, okay, let me tell you. Okay, just a second. Remove the bypass capacitor, right? Okay. So here, okay, in your manual it is connected. Okay, in manual it is connected, right? But actually you have to remove it. Okay. Oh look, you have to remove it. Okay, you have to remove it. Okay. So here, okay, obviously on removing the capacitor, look, this is a circuit, but let me correct it. This is another circuit. Let me change it. I don't want this one. Okay, so connect it over here. Okay, so disconnect. Okay, that's it. That's it. This is your bypass capacitor. Okay, fine. Okay, student. So let me say, if you don't remove bypass capacitor, right? Okay, what happens, student? Right? Okay, so let me change it to let us take it 820. Student, let us take it 820 ohm, right? RE instead of 1000 ohm, let us take it 820 ohm. Correct. Let us take it 820 ohm. Okay, so let me run it. Okay, so if I run it, okay, and oh, let me change the input. Input is how much? 5 millivolt peak. That is 10 millivolt peak to peak, and let me say 5 kilohertz frequency. Okay. Okay. VCC is 10 volt, R1 10K, 2.2K, 3.3K, 820K, and everything is fine. Right? Okay, and here yes, RL is connected, right? RL is connected, but if you don't want RL, you can disconnect also, right? You can disconnect also. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now let us run it. RE is 820 ohm, so let me run it. Double click. So here you can see that student, red is your output waveform, blue is your input waveform. Fine. So here the red is your output waveform. Let me change the scale. Yes. Okay, this is your output waveform. Fine. This is your output waveform. So how much? Let us pause it. Measure the peak to peak. So keep the cursor 2 on the positive peak. Keep the cursor 2 on the negative peak. And how much peak to peak? 1.429 volt. Okay, 1.429 volt is your peak to peak, right? 1.429 volt is your peak to peak value. Okay, for RE equal to 820 ohm, right? But now instead of 820 ohm, let me change it to 1000, right? Let me change it to 1000. So 1000, okay. Now run it and let us measure it, right? Okay, so 1000. Okay, let's measure it, right? Okay, so here you can see that. Look, here you are getting 1.224, correct? So here you are getting 1.224. Yes. So without removing the capacitor also, obviously you will get the more gain. Okay, you will get the more gain. But here, obviously on increasing the RE, you can see that there is a decrease in the peak to peak, right? So now you're positive and set the cursor on the positive negative peak and you have a 1.224 volt of peak to peak. Riveting. So I think this will work. Okay, this will work. Okay, if we don't remove the capacitor also, right? This will work if we don't remove capacitor also. Fine. Okay. So let us not remove the capacitor, right? Because I thought we have to remove the capacitor to see the effect, right? But actually it should not be the case, right? Actually it should not be the case. Fine. Let me try just a second. Let me try with 500 ohm or 600 ohm. Run it. Yes, it is increasing, right? It is increasing. Fine. So no need to remove the capacitor. Okay, yes, 1.782. Yes. Okay, so let us do not remove this capacitor, right? Okay, because I thought we have to remove the capacitor if you want to see the effect. Okay, but here it is, I think, not necessary to remove the capacitor. Fine. So let us leave it as it is. Let us leave it as it is and now take the reading, right? So I will pause the circuit. Now from 1000 ohm we will start, right? 1000 ohm, which is 1 kilo ohm, right? So 1 kilo ohm we will start and take the reading and write it down one by one. Okay. So let's do it. Okay. So let us write down. Okay, remove bypass capacitor. Oh, I thought it was the condition, but it is also varying, right? It is also varying without removing the bypass capacitor, right? Without removing the bypass capacitor. Okay, fine. Okay, without removing the bypass capacitor. So remove bypass capacitor is not necessary here. Okay, remove bypass capacitor is not necessary. Fine. Okay. Okay, fine. Now, let us take the reading starting with the 1 kilo ohm and we will gradually decrease it. Okay, so what is our observation? So our observation is this one. Student, look, observation is this much. Look, this is our observation table, right? So let us fill it. Okay, let's fill it up. So this is your observation table. And let's start with the input. So input is how much, student? Input is 5 millivolt peak, which is nothing but the 10 volt peak to peak, right? So what is your input? So if I write down, so input is let me say millivolt peak to peak, fine. So which is nothing but 10 millivolt, right? 10 millivolt peak to peak. So we will keep it fixed. Okay, input will be fixed, right? Input will be fixed. Now let us change the value of RE. Okay, let us change the value of RE. Fine. So let us do it. So here very first value is nothing but the 1000 ohm, right? Okay. Then let me say 900. Okay. Okay. And then 900. Then 800. Okay. Then 600. Right. We will decrease it, and then 400. Right. Okay. So I will take these blue readings. Okay. And let me write down the green readings that you have to write down. Right. So you just write down this red one. Okay. That you have to take. Okay. While you do the practice, you just take the readings of this 900. Okay. 900, 700. Okay. 500. Okay. This reading you will take it. Right. This red one. And I will take this blue one. Okay. So let us take 1000 ohm. Okay, what is the output? Okay, so voltage peak to peak, right? Output volt peak to peak. So let us note it down. Fine. So here, let us vary. RE is 1000 ohm. Okay, and let us find out the peak to peak. So let me run it. Okay, let me pause it. Set the cursor to on the positive peak. Set the cursor 1 on the negative peak, right? And read this peak to peak. So 1.225, student. Okay, 1.225 is your peak to peak. Okay, for this particular case, which is your RE is nothing but the 1000 ohm. Okay, so let us say RE is 1000 ohm. So it is, okay, what is your answer? Answer is nothing but okay, answer is 1.225. Okay, so this is nothing but the 1.225 volt. Fine. So what is the gain, student? What is the gain? Output upon input. So output is 1.225 volt. Input is 10 volt millivolt peak to peak, which is nothing but the 0.01 volt. Okay. So gain, which is nothing but 1.225 divided by 10 millivolt. So you will get gain 122.5. That's it. Okay, so that will be our gain, right? So gain is nothing but the output peak to peak divided by input peak to peak, correct? Huh? Okay, so now let me set the value of 800. Let us decrease the value of RE, right? Let us decrease the value of RE. Okay, without removing bypass capacitor, correct? So without removing bypass capacitor, okay. Now let us change it. Fine, without removing bypass capacitor, let us change it. Okay, so here instead of 1000, let us go with 800. Enter, run it. Okay, and measure it. So pause it. Cursor 2 on the positive peak, cursor 1 on the negative peak. Right. Okay, and here you can see that, student, 1.459. Okay, 1.459 is your peak to peak, right? So here it is, you read this one. Okay, okay. So this is your peak to peak output voltage, right? V output. Okay, output voltage. Fine, student. V output voltage is nothing but 1.459 volt peak to peak. Okay, so let us note it down. Okay, hope you are also noting it. Please, student, note down. So for 800 ohm, okay, for 800 ohm is 1 point, how much? 459. Okay, so 1.459 volt. That's it. So here you can see that, student, as RE decreases, RE, this RE is varying, right? Okay, this RE is varying, right? Okay, RE is varying. Okay, so you can see that varying means it is decreasing. Right? So RE is decreasing. You can see that output is increasing. So output is increasing, and also your gain. So gain is what? 0.459 divided by 10 millivolt, which is nothing but the 145.9. Okay, that is your gain, V output upon V input. Okay, now let's further decrease it. Are you getting, student? Tell me. Hello. Oh, yes, Sujal, Vikas, Ankush, Jaimin, Yasraj, great. Rohan, look, student, we are doing nothing. We are doing simple thing. We are decreasing RE. That's it. Okay, we are decreasing RE. Nothing else. Okay, fine. So we are decreasing RE. So let us further decrease. Next reading, blue one. Okay, red one you take it. Blue one I will take it. So 600. Okay, you take it later on. Okay, so 600 ohm. Okay, let me take next reading. Okay, so let us reduce the RE. Okay, so pause it. Now you reduce to 600. Okay, so let me increase. Okay, so I'm running it. I'm pausing it. So now this is what. Okay, cursor 2 on the positive peak, cursor 1 on the negative peak. Right. Oh, what is the difference? Peak to peak 1.784. Student, 1.784. Okay. Okay, 1.784. So that is your peak to peak. Okay, but here you can see that, student. Here you can see that you are having slight more negative cycle than positive cycle. No, don't you think that, student? Okay, don't you think that? Look, no, don't you think that? Look, this is positive cycle. Okay, this is the height of a positive cycle, right? This is the height of a negative cycle, right? Okay, so negative cycle is having slightly more length. Okay, more height, right? More height. Okay, so actually distortion has already started, right? Distortion has started. Okay, distortion is started, right? Because here you can see that, student, what is negative peak? Minus 900, and okay, 918, and what is positive peak? 865. Everybody. So actually you are having more negative peak compared to positive peak, but they are almost same right now. Okay, okay, yes, they are actually not same. Okay, slight difference is there. Okay, but let us note down the reading. So peak to peak is 1.784. Okay, peak to peak is 1.784. And your student, actually distortion has started. Fine. So let me write down 1.784. Okay, let me say 1.784 volt. Okay, peak to peak, obviously peak to peak, right? So how much gain? 178.4. Okay, but here distortion has started, right? More negative peak compared to more negative peak. Okay, compared to positive peak, right? More negative peak compared to positive peak. Got it? So actually distortion started at 600 ohm, but let us further decrease it. Let us further decrease to 400 ohm. Okay, let us do it. 500 you will do it. 400 I will do it. So just pay attention, student. Let me pause it. Stop it. 600. Let us go with the 400. Oh, what is this? Tolerance. No. Okay. So just a second. Let me reopen it. 400. Oh, run it. Oh, what we are getting? So we are getting this kind of waveform, which is highly distorted. Right? Obviously, student, this is distorted. Right? This is distorted. Unequal positive and negative, and negative cycle is also get clipped. Right? Negative cycle is also get clipped. Now, this is what. So you can see, obviously, there is distortion. That's distortion. Okay, there is distortion. Okay, so let us measure peak to peak. So on positive maximum value, set the cursor to cursor 1 on the negative maximum value, right? What is peak to peak? 1.167. Obviously it is distorted. Okay, highly distorted. Okay, but let us write down 1.167, right? So at the 400 ohm you got 1.164 or 167. Okay. Okay, so gain is 116.7 times, right? Okay, so distortion is started from the 600 ohm itself. Okay, distortion starts. Unequal positive and negative peak. Okay, so distortion actually starts, okay, from this point, fine. At 400 ohm, you are having, oh, too much distortion. So let us try with 500. Let me try. Let me try with the 500. Okay, so let me try with the 500 ohm. Okay, so 500 ohm. Oh, 500 ohm. Yes, distortion is there, but very slight distortion. Are you getting? Okay. Very slight distortion because they are almost equal now. Positive and negative peak are almost equal. So let me say this is positive peak. Right. Okay. Let me say normal. Yes. Okay. Now let me say single, posit. Okay. So positive peak and negative peak. Yes. So here you are saying that a positive peak is 0.97 volt and negative peak is -1 volt, right? So peak to peak is 1.986, but there is not that much difference, right? No, there is not that much difference. Okay, just a second, student. Just a second. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Uh, 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 Okay. Fine. Hmm, hmm. Fine. तो तने 5:30 कॉल करूँ लैब चाली रही है हमारे 5:30 हमारा कंप्लीट कर सो कांटेक्ट करूँ तने 5:30 okay so at 500 we are getting no, not that much distortion is there, so output is 1.986, right? Output is 1.986, correct? So let us write down the reading. So 1.986 by student. So 1.986 volt. Fine. So 198.6. That's it. Okay. So this reading you try it. You try it. This reading. This 900. Okay. This 700. And let me give you another one, which is nothing but the 450. Right. I am giving you another reading 450. You just write down over here. So this reading you take it. Right. So as a homework. Okay. As a homework you try it. Right. You try and find out these values, right? Okay, but overall, student, overall if you see, okay, overall if you see, you can see that, what is your conclusion? As RD decreases, okay, as RD decreases, can you say that your VO increases? Okay, can you see this, student? As RD decreases, your VO increases. Correct? Fine. Okay, as RE decreases, your VO increases. Okay, fine. Look now, RE is 1,900, 800, 700, 600, 500, 400. So RE is constantly decreasing, right? So here you can see that student, your output is increasing 1.2, then 1.4, 1.7, 1.9. But after some point, okay, it again start decreasing, right? So 400, oh, it decreases. Okay. So can I say that up to 500 it is increasing, right? Okay, up to 500. So that is called maximum, right? Okay, maximum V output peak to peak. Okay. So maximum V output peak to peak is how much? 1.96 volt. Okay. But after that it is decreasing. So if you set 200 ohm, right? Okay, if you set 200 ohm, right? So it is further decreasing. Okay. So if you plot the graph of output versus RE, okay, so what you have to do is you have to draw the graph. Okay, fine, student. So you have to draw the graph of, okay, let me say RE, okay, and VO. Okay, so you just take the readings like this one. So RE is in ohm. Okay, V out is in a millivolt peak to peak or volt peak to peak. Let me say volt peak to peak. Right. So here you can see that RE is 1000. Okay, then 900, then 800, and so on. Right, 800. Let me say somewhere over 600. Oh, 600 is here. Let me say somewhere over here. 400. Right. Actually, this scale will be linear scale. Right. I am drawing randomly. Okay. So here you can see that student. Okay, here you can see that student. Look. So initially at 100, okay, sorry, at 1000, you are getting 1.2 something like this. Then 900, your output increase. 800 output increase. 600 output increase. Okay, 400. Now 400, your output is decreasing. Okay, 400, 200, it will further decrease. Okay, so if you connect these all lines, right? If you connect these all lines, then you will find it, right? If you connect these all lines, so initially, as you decrease the RE, look, student, you are decreasing the RE, right? Okay, you are decreasing the RE, so your output is increasing, 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 increasing. Okay, after a certain point, okay, your outputs are decreasing, decreasing, but this all outputs are what? Distorted. Okay, these all reading are distorted. Fine, these all are distorted. So what does it mean? Negative cycle get clipped. Okay, negative cycle clipped. That's it. Fine, negative cycle clip. There is nothing but distortion. Or you can say that unequal positive and negative cycle, right? Unequal, okay, positive and negative cycle. Was that a student? This kind of graph you have to draw. Student, this kind of graph you have to draw. Okay, so you have to fill up this table, right? Okay, 1000, 900, 800, 700, 600, 500, 400. So as you keep on decreasing, your output increase, then increase, then increase, then increase, then start decreasing. Okay, so if you keep the 200, it will further decrease. So your graphs looks like this one. As you keep on decreasing, it is increasing, and after some time, it is decreasing. Correct. So this will be the nature of your graph that you draw, right? Okay, increase, 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 and then decrease, decrease. Correct. Chalo, 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 chalo. Okay, so you have to implement this circuit and take the readings 900, 700, 500, 200. Okay. And RC, you just keep the fix. And yes, here no need to remove the bypass capacitor. Right? No need to remove the bypass capacitor. Are you getting? आपको पता चल रहा है? Okay, जैमिन के स्टूडेंट, चलिए थोड़े लोग तो है वहां पे. हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया, ग्रेट. So want to try this right now or shall I move ahead? ठीक है, अब बाद में प्रैक्टिस करते हो या नहीं? बिकॉज मेरा पूरा टाइम तो आपको एक्सप्लेन करने में चला जाता है. हाँ, ऑल 2 hours. अब बाद में प्रैक्टिस करते हो या नहीं स्टूडेंट? या बस मैं जो बोलता हूँ और मैं जो वो परफॉर्म करता हूँ वही आप देख लेते हो? तो खुद ट्राई करते हो? चिंतन, पलक, रोहन, अंकुश, यशराज, अभी करना है ट्राई आपको? हम्म. Yes, Chintan. Please, student, try this circuit, right? Try this circuit. Want to try? So please, student, look, this one is the circuit. Hope you are having that circuit. Look, this one is the circuit that you have to use for the effect of RE, and here you have to decrease the value of RE. This one, student. This RE you have to decrease and take the reading on oscilloscope. Fine. So those who are working with multi-scene, okay, it is easy for them. Anna, it will be easy. You have to just change the value of RE and just measure the peak to peak. Fine, measure the peak to peak. So shall I move ahead? Or you have to implement it? If you want some time, I can give you 15 minutes. After that, I can go with the next experiment. Yes, Ankush, okay, sir, but for what? You want to do implement it right now? If you want to check it, you can check it. I can give you 15 minutes. Right? Yes, sir, fine. Great. Excellent. Student, what you do is you just tell me the reading for 900 ohm. Okay, let me change it to 900. Right? Okay, for 900 and 200. Okay, or let me say 450 ohm. Okay, for 900 and 450, you tell me the reading. Okay, so please do it, student. I am giving you some time. Please do it. Okay, this is 5 millivolt peak, that is 10 millivolt peak to peak and 5 kilohertz. Okay, so this is your circuit and put it RE 900 ohm, and then you tell me what the peak to peak you got it from the oscilloscope. So please, student, I am providing you some time. Okay, so please tell me for the 900 ohm. Okay, 900 ohm, you got how much peak to peak? Yes, Palak, want to say anything? Yes, Palak, you have raised the hand. Want to say anything? Reading हो गया student Palak. Okay, so student, this one is your circuit. Please, student, please do it. Okay, okay, Palak. So hope Palak you are doing it, You are implementing somewhere, right? So student, and if you are multi-sim, then it is well and good. Then it is well and good. And hope all of you are doing the practice after the laboratory. Because in laboratory, most of the time, okay, I am considering for explanation. Okay, and showing you the demo. Okay, you get, I think, very less time or no time for implementation. Okay, so please, after completing this laboratory, you just try it on your own. Then you will get the confidence, student. Then only you will get the confidence. Please, student, implement it. So anybody got the answer? For this particular circuit, R110K, R2 2.2K, RE 900, 100, 1 microfarad, 3.3K, 10 volt, right? Input is timely, your peak 5 kilohertz. Please, if you look, student, next experiment is based on this circuit only. Student, we have to use the same circuit for the next experiment, right? So please, student, please, you implement this circuit. I request all of you, please implement this circuit because the next experiment is based on this one. So please do it. Please do it. I am showing you the circuit, right? And I will now ask you on 430, right? So please tell me the answer of 900 ohm and 450 ohm. Okay. I will ask you on 430. I am giving you more 10 minutes. After that, we will go with the other circuit, right? So please student implement this rate. It will get required in the next lab also, experiment number 8. Okay, grid Vikas 1.3844 for 900. Okay, let me check the reading. Yes, yes, for 900 obviously you will get 1.3 something, and for 700 1.753. So for 700 you will get 1.75. Yes, 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 very true, very true. Okay, student, so you just go with 450 also. 450 you are getting how much? 450. The student, please also try this circuit, student. Please try it. This circuit is very important for the next one also, right? Next experiment also, it is very important. So please, Vikas, go with 450 also. So except Vikas, anybody tried this one, student? Jamin. So anybody tried it, student? Can anybody tell me for the 450 ohm? What will be the peak to peak? Student, can anybody tell me 450 ohm? Student, because next experiment is based on this one, student. Next experiment is based on this circuit only. So hope you are doing it, huh? Shall I move ahead? You want some extra time, student? Okay, Ankush, facing problem in multisync? Ankush, multisync or other software or any mobile application? Which software, Ankush? Multisync. Okay, so Ankush, you can share your screen if I can help you, right? Ankush, you can also share your screen. Let me stop presenting. Fine. So if you share the screen, I can help you out. Okay. Sujal, you are also facing a problem, huh? Okay. Tell me which kind of problem you are facing, student. Wrong reading. Wrong reading. Anyways, let us first go with Ankush. Ankush, please share your screen. Let me check the values. Please, Ankush. Okay, do it. Okay, Ankush, let me check it. Everything I think seems fine. 10 volt, 10K, 2.2K, 500 ohm R4, 100 microfarad. Okay. Okay, 3 and 10 volt and 500 volt by 5 hours. Ankush, everything seems fine. I think circuit is okay. Run it. Which kind of problem you are facing? Double click. Okay. Then Ankush, what you do is just press on the single. Single. Okay. Okay. And then, okay, once it completes a screen, you just press the pause it. Yes. Now you just increase the, which one? Is it connected to channel A, B? Which one? Channel A, channel B? Channel A. Fine. So yes, Ankush, you just okay, volt per division, na scale. You just increase it. Increase. Decrease. Increase means signal increase, scale decrease. Now okay. Further. Exam. Good. Okay. Now scale. Look, time scale. है ना? Time 10 millisecond per division. On right, left hand side. That's it. You just decrease it. Yes, one more time. Okay, fine. Great. Okay. So now what you can do is you can take a cursor, right? Exactly. Very true. So set it on the positive peak. Cursor 2 on the positive peak. Positive peak. Yes. And cursor 1 on the negative peak. Right? That's it. Okay. But you are getting how much? Here? Only 9.854. Okay. Only 9.854. I think this is okay. This you are saying that wrong reading. 9.8445. Okay, Jamin circuit studio में नहीं है इसको. Yes, Ankush, you tell me you are facing which problem, or you can also turn on your microphone, student. Instead of typing, Ankush, instead of typing, you just tell me. Okay, now, okay, so reading is wrong, right? That is the issue. Reading is wrong.
સર આઉટપુટ જ
હેલો સર ટ્રાન્ઝિસ્ટર કદાચ અલગ છે એને
Okay.
547 BG
है ना BG exactly. Only select B. Yes, as Vikas.
સર ઈ અવેલેબલ નથી મારા વર્ઝનમાં.
Okay, anyways, you just right click, replace, right click, replace. Okay, first you stop the simulation. Right click, replace component. Replace component. Now you go with BC547BG. Only one is there, right? Okay. So you what you do is Ankush. Okay. आप क्या करो BG लिखा है तो G को इरेज कर दो जरा. G को वहाँ पे क्लिक करके ऊपर G को इरेज करो. कौन से वाला है? BP, then BG, then BRL1G and only we say 547. Okay. Can you click on that transistor virtual? Okay, so BJT NPN. Okay, so just go with BJT NPN. BJT NPN. Okay. Okay, so now try to rerun it. Green, that button. No improvement, right? You are getting the same thing. Okay, now measure the cursor. I think 10 volt you are getting, 9.585 was there, 10 millivolts. Okay, so now let me have a look at your circuit. Okay, measure it. Obviously, it is clearly showing that plus 5 millivolt on positive side and minus 5 millivolt on the negative side, right? Okay. Just a second, let me check the circuit. Ankush, the problem is that okay, your C2 कैपेसिटर, आपका जो C2 कैपेसिटर है ना 1 माइक्रोफैराड है, वो सीधे ट्रांजिस्टर के अंदर जा रहा है. R1 और R2 के बीच में उसका कोई कनेक्शन ही नहीं है. फाइन. तो व्हाट यू डू इज यू डिलीट दैट कनेक्शन. वो कनेक्शन डिलीट करो. अभी पहले C2 को सिर्फ R1 और R2 के सेंटर में कनेक्ट करो बस, और वहां से Q1 से अब इस तरफ कनेक्ट करो. ओके, नाउ यू रीरन इट. Double click. So you are getting ना. And please change one of the color. Input या output का कोई color change कर दो. Don't take it both red. Otherwise you will get confused. और channel A है उसको off कर दो. Channel A को 0 कर दो. Channel A को 0 कर दो. नहीं 0. नहीं, नीचे AC 0 DC लिखा है ना, वहाँ पे 0 प्रेस करो. Channel A. Exactly. So that is your output B. Output is connected to B. Fine. So now you measure peak to peak. Fine. So connection was not there. There is no major issue. Connection was not there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, please. Do it and tell me the answer for 450. Fine. Okay. Now you stop sharing. Okay. Now your circuit is fine. So yes, student. Okay, there was a problem in connection. Yes, Sujal, you might also check the same thing. Check the connection, Sujal. Check the connection. Okay, Sujal. Okay, जैमिन सर्किट स्टूडियो में ऑसिलोस्कोप नहीं है. ओके, तो उसका कुछ मेथड तो होगा ही होगा सर्किट स्टूडियो में, टू हाउ टू ऑब्जर्व. उसमें जैमिन एक प्रोब होगा, राइट, वोल्टेज प्रोब. Okay, that probe you have to put it on that particular point, and you can see the voltage waveform of that one. Okay, Sujal, you use the voltage probe. So, shall I move ahead, student? Shall I move ahead? आगे बढ़े. Sujal, done. Okay, Sujal, great. Yes, Vikash, yes. Okay, let's move ahead, student. Let's move ahead. Okay, now what we will do, student? Now what we will do, right? Now what we will do? So we will increase, right? What we will do? We will move to the next experiment, right? We are moving to the next experiment, which is nothing but the experiment 6. So next is 8, not 6. Yes. Oh, I think I have my screen is not visible ना. I have not shared my screen. क्या बात है, मैंने लिखना चालू कर दिया. Just a second. Let me share the screen. Okay, hope my screen is available. Is it available, student? Okay. Let me show you the notebook. Let's move to the next experiment, right? So what is the next experiment, which is nothing but the experiment number 8, which is SWAMP amplifier, right? SWAMP amplifier, right? Swamp amplifier. Okay, so here what you have to do is, so in this case, okay, experiment number 8. Let us go with experiment 8. Swamp amplifier. Got it? Swamp amplifier. Huh? So let us start with. Okay, so same circuit. Okay, we will use the same circuit. Okay, we will use the same circuit, right? Same circuit, whether it is experiment number 6, experiment number 7, or experiment number 8, right? All of them are using the same circuit. Focus is on same circuit, right? So what to do in this experiment 8? Okay, swamp amplifier, right? Okay, what to do? So in this case, what we have to do, student, what we have to do is, let us do something, right? So let us use the same circuit as experiment 7, right? So effect of RE, right? So use the same circuit, right? Okay, use the same circuit, right? Okay, and in this circuit, you just increase the value of input peak to peak. That's it. Increase the value of input peak to peak, right? Input peak to peak, correct? Okay, you just increase the value of input peak to peak voltage. Okay, so let us do it, student. Let us do it. So for that, okay, let me show you the reading table, right? So let me jump to the next one, which is nothing but swamp amplifier. Now in swamp amplifier, right? Look, the same circuit is there, right? Okay, but what they have done, they have here written, okay, this is same circuit as experiment number 6 and 7, right? R1 10K, R2 2.2K, RC, don't take 3.6, you just take 3.3 is fine. 3.3 is fine. Okay, input voltage, and this is what, student, this is nothing but your 1000 ohm, right? Your 1000 ohm is, or 1K, right? Your 1 kilo ohm RE. Okay, so RE is 1 kilo ohm. This your RE is 1 kilo ohm, then 100 microfarad, right? Okay, 1 microfarad coupling capacitor. Here also coupling capacitor, right? And they have extra attached RL, right? So RL is nothing but the load resistance, right? So initially it was infinite, right? But here they have taken as 10 kilo ohm, so not to worry. Okay, but the rest of the circuit, VCC and all that, okay, so almost the circuit is same. Student, almost circuit is same, right? Okay. So let us go for this circuit, right? Let us go with this circuit, right? So 10K, 2.2K. Let me change it to 1K, right? 1K, 1K, bypass capacitor 100 microfarad, correct? Output 1 microfarad. Sorry, output 1 microfarad. RC 3.3K. Input is 5 millivolt peak. There is 10 millivolt peak to peak, 5 kilohertz frequency, and so on, right? Okay, so for this case, okay, what we have to do is, student, what we have to do is, okay, so here let us increase, okay, so what is the goal? Okay, here steps are written. Let me read it out, right? What are the steps, right? What are the steps? So here they have written, right? Connect the circuit shown in the figure. That's fine. Okay, connect the circuit shown in the figure. CE amplifier first, right? Apply this VCC. That's fine. Okay. As soon as you run the circuit, VCC will be applied directly, automatically. Correct? Apply the AC input signal of 1 kilohertz frequency and form the function generator. So right now we have connected 5 kilohertz, change it to 1 kilohertz, right? Now check the output voltage across RL. That's fine. Okay, RL is load resistance. So check the output. Okay, observe the positive and negative peak output signal. Okay, how much positive peak we are getting, how much negative peak we are getting. So that we have to write down in the reading table, observation table. Fine. So these are the easy steps, student. These 5 steps are very easy. Connect the circuit, apply VCC, apply input voltage, check the output voltage, and note down the positive and negative peak of the output signal. Okay, student. So please, let me do it. Let me do it. Huh? So if I show you the circuit, so this is the circuit. Just we have to change the frequency. So change the frequency. How much? Instead of 5 kilohertz, go with the 1 kilohertz. Correct? Okay. Instead of 5 kilohertz, go with 1 kilohertz. input is 10 millivolt peak to peak, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and run the circuit and note down the reading, right? Or note down the observation. Where to note down? So here maybe observation table is given, right? This one, student, this one is given, right? This one is given. Okay, so we have to fill up this observation table. So let me show you, student. Let me show you. Okay, so here we will fill up this observation table. Okay, so here you just write. Okay, yes, this one. This table we have to fill up. Okay, and in this table we have to increase the value of input peak to peak, right? Increase the value of input peak to peak, correct? And we will measure how much positive peak is there, how much negative peak is there. Okay, and whether there is distortion or not. Okay, so distortion means what, student? Distortion here means what? Okay, distortion means what? Positive peak, okay, positive peak is not equal to negative peak. That's it. Okay, so what does it mean, student? Distortion means what? Positive peak is not equal to negative peak, right? That is called distortion. That is called distortion, right? Positive peak is not equal to negative peak, right? Okay, so that we have to measure, right? So we have to take the readings, okay, and let's check it out whether distortion is there or not. Okay, so simple and same circuit, right? But we have changed only input to 1 kilohertz frequency. Everything else is same. So let me run it and you have a look. Pay attention. Fine. So this is your output signal, student. Input is how much? Input is 10 millivolt peak to peak, right? Okay. Input is okay 5 millivolt peak. So 10 millivolt peak to peak. Okay. So I'm not displaying that input, right? Okay. Look, this is your input, right? Anyways, blue is input, but I'm interested in output only, right? So in output, can anybody tell me whether positive peak is same as negative peak or not? Tell me. Can anyone say that positive and negative peaks are equal or not? Look, this is the height of positive peak, right? Okay, and this much is the height of negative peak. Okay, so can anybody tell me it is okay covering one block and slightly higher than one block, right? One block and slightly lower than. Okay, so approximate same na? Positive peak, positive cycle and negative cycle are approximate same or not? चलो आपकी बारी. You can turn on the mic and tell me. तो मुझे मैथ चैट बॉक्स में देखना ना पड़े. Positive peak is almost equal or not, student? Same. Tithi, okay, not equal. Ankush, not equal. Okay, Tithi, same. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else, student? Let me show you the waveform. Right, this one. A slight difference is there, right? Slight difference is there. Okay, because negative peak is slightly higher, right? If you sat on the positive peak, cursor number 2, cursor number 1 on the negative peak. So here you can see the negative you are having minus 642 and positive you are having 581, right? So obviously there is some distortion, right? There is some distortion. Okay, negative peak is slightly higher than the positive peak. They are not equal, right? So let us write down the reading, student. Let us write down the reading. Okay, let us write down the reading. So negative peak is minus 642. Okay, 0.5. So I have approximately minus 643, right? So here, okay, your observation table becomes what? Okay, your observation table becomes what? Your input peak to peak. Oh, that is the pen. Okay. Your input is nothing but the 5 millivolt peak, means 10 millivolt peak to peak, right? So output is how much? So output you got 1.224. Okay, 1.224 peak to peak. Right. So output you got 1.224 volt, in which positive peak is what? Positive peak is 581 millivolt, right? So let me write down approximately approximately 582 millivolt, right? Millivolt. And negative peak is what? Minus 555. Oh, minus 555. Oh, why? Oh, this is changed. Positive peak and this is negative peak, right? So negative peak is 628.5, that is 629, and positive peak is 591, okay, or 592. Okay, so 1.220. Just a second. Okay, just a second. 220 volt, right? Okay, and positive peak is on 591.46. That is 592 approximately, right? 592 volt. And negative peak is approximately minus 628.57, that is minus 629, right? So minus 629 millivolt. Okay, fine, student. So so they are not equal. Student, distortion is there. So distortion is present. Yes, distortion is present, right? Okay, peaks are not equal. So let us go with double 20 millivolt peak to peak, right? 20 millivolt peak to peak. So 10 millivolt peak, right? So let us go with the next reading, in which I will simply, instead of 5 millivolt peak, I will say 10 millivolt peak. So 20 peak to peak, right? So let us run it and let us measure the output. Okay. So for that, set cursor to on the positive peak, right? Okay, and set the cursor 1 on the negative peak, right? A negative peak, right? So, what you are getting, peak to peak is 2.433 volt. Okay, peak to peak is 2.433 volt, where positive voltage is 1.13 and negative voltage is minus 1.3, right? Okay, so let's write down. So your second reading is how much? You are getting 2.433 volt peak to peak, right? So your next reading is what, student? Your next reading is 2.433. Okay, 2.433 volt, right? Where you are getting positive peak how much? 1.132 volt, right? 1.132 volt approximately. Negative voltage minus 1.3, right? So negative voltage minus 1.3. Okay, I think this is 1.132, right? 1.1. Okay, and this is minus 1.3 volt. So yes, distortion is there. Why distortion is there? Because positive peak and negative peak are not equal. Fine. Okay, student. So let us take the next reading. Student, let us take the next reading. So let us go with the next one. I will do 40 millivolt peak to peak, right? 40 millivolt peak to peak. Okay. So 40 millivolt peak to peak, what I have to do is, student, 40 millivolt peak to peak. So 20 millivolt peak. So instead of 10, I am saying 20 millivolt peak. I am rerunning it. Okay. I will pause it. I will decrease the scale. Right. And now measure it. Now measure it. So cursor 2 on the positive peak. Right, cursor 1 on the negative peak, cursor 1 on the negative peak. So now let us do it. So how much peak to peak, student? 4.746 is your peak to peak, right? So 4.746 is your peak to peak. So let me say 4.764 is your peak to peak, right? Okay. And what is positive? 2.082 positive, right? So 2.082 positive, cursor 2. So approximately 0.082, right? 0.82 volt. Okay, and minus 2.644. Okay, approximately minus 2.664, not 644, it is 664. Okay, so yes, student, tell me whether positive and negative peak are same or not. So they are different, right? Okay, so yes, distortion is there. Are getting, so this is called non-linear distortion. Student, This is called non-linear distortion. And yes, student, distortion will increase, okay, as you keep on increasing this peak to peak, right? Okay, so last reading, okay, let us take 60, right? Okay, 60 millivolt peak to peak, right? Okay, 60 millivolt peak to peak. Okay, so let us do it. So let us go with 60 millivolt peak to peak. Fine. So instead of 20, so 60 millivolt peak to peak, so 30 millivolt peak, right? 30 millivolt peak. Okay, so 30 millivolt peak, you just run it, and now you pause it, and now we increase the scale. Right, now we increase the scale. Oh, student, here you can see this. Okay, here you can see this. Fine. So here you can see that negative cycle is stretched out and positive cycle is okay compressed. So here you can see that, student. Look, student, it is clearly displayed over here that positive cycle. Okay, positive cycle is having less height. Okay, and negative cycle is having higher height. Okay, two blocks are covering, right? It is covering only 1 point something block, right? One full block and some half of another block, right? So while two blocks are covered by negative cycle, so positive peak is not equal to negative peak, right? So let us measure, student. Let us measure. Okay, for this one, okay. What will be our reading? So our reading will be okay. So let me say. Okay, so cursor 2 on the positive peak, which is 2.85, cursor 1 on the negative peak, which is minus 3.9, right? Which is nothing but approximately minus 4 volt. Okay, what is peak to peak? 6.838. So let me write down the reading 6.838. Fine. Okay, that is your peak to peak. Oh, just a second. 6.838. Okay, 6.838. Okay, so positive how much? Positive you are having 2.85. Okay, so positive you are having 2.85. So 2.85. Okay, and negative you are having minus 3.98. Right, minus 3.98 volt. Okay, so yes, non-linear distortion is there, student. So in all of the four cases, you are facing the non-linear distortion, correct? Okay, non-linear distortion. Okay, fine. Okay, and you can see that, student, as okay, as peak to peak increase, non-linear distortion increase, right? Now what you can write here? Okay, you can conclude that. Okay, you can conclude that as we input peak to peak increases, okay, non-linear distortion increases, right? Okay, non-linear okay, distortion increases, that is your positive peak. Okay, positive peak is not equal to negative peak. Okay, positive peak is not equal to negative peak, that is distortion. Okay, so now how to avoid this distortion, student? Okay, here you can see that, student, here you can see this, right? So in a positive cycle you are getting okay, lesser height. Okay, in the negative cycle you are getting higher height. Okay, your height amplitude is higher in the negative cycle. Okay, amplitude is higher. Okay, in the negative cycle, and in the positive cycle you are getting the lesser. Okay, you are getting the lesser height, right? Okay, so a positive cycle you are getting the lower height, right? You are getting the lower height in the positive cycle and higher height in the negative cycle. They are unequal, so that is called distortion, right? So why this happens, student? Why this happen, right? Because this is happen due to that dynamic emitter resistance, right? This happens due to dynamic emitter resistance, RE dash. Okay. Okay. This happens due to RE dash. Now here, your gain. What is the equation of your gain? So equation of the gain, right? Okay. Equation of the gain of the CE amplifier, right? So for CE amplifier, Okay, CE amplifier, your equation of the voltage gain is nothing but the minus RC upon RE dash, right? That is your equation, student. Okay, AV is nothing but the minus RC upon RE dash, that is your equation, right, student? So this is your dynamic emitter resistance. Are you getting? Okay. Okay, and obviously this will change. Okay, this will change with input peak to peak. Are you getting? Change with input signal. Okay, input signal peak to peak. Okay, so RE is dependent on the input signal peak to peak. Are you getting? RE dash is dependent on the input signal peak to peak, right? So you are changing the input signal peak to peak. So due to this RE dash variation, you will get a variation in the gain, right? Okay. So as input signal peak to peak changes, okay, input signal changes, right? Signal change. Okay, your input signal changes, so your RE dash changes, and RE dash changes, your gain changes, right? Changes, and as a result, you will get positive and negative peak are not equal, right? Positive and negative peak not equal. Okay, positive and negative peak. Okay. So we are getting, okay, due to this RE dash, we are not getting the positive and negative peak equal. Okay, and that is called distortion, right? That is called distortion in the output, right? Okay, distortion in the output. So how to avoid this distortion, student? How to avoid this distortion, right? So what you do is, what is the solution? If you want to avoid the distortion, then okay, so distortion is there, right? Okay, in CE amplifier, distortion is there, right? So to avoid distortion, right? To avoid, okay, avoid distortion, okay, distortion, okay, leave, right? Leave some resistance, okay, emitter resistance, okay, RE unbypassed, okay, unbypassed, and call it as RE. Okay, leave some, let me say, okay, leave some RE unbypassed. Okay, emitter resistance unbypassed. Okay, and call it as a small r, capital E. That's it. Okay. Okay, leave some resistance unbypassed and call it as a RE. So due to this, okay, due to this, what will be your new equation? So your new equation, due to this RE, student, due to this RE, a new equation of gain becomes, okay, RC minus, okay, RC upon RE plus RE dash, right? RE dash, okay. Due to this equation, okay, due to this unbypassed RE. Unbypassed means what, student? Unbypassed means what? Here you can see that, student. Unbypassed means what? Look, yeah, then, student, please. Focus. Look, student, this is, here you can see that, student. This is 180 and 820. So this is 1000 ohm, right? This is 1000 ohm. Okay, this is 1000 ohm. The whole 1000 ohm is bypassed. Okay, whole 1000 ohm is bypassed. Are you getting? Now the thing is what? 820 and 180. Fine, whole 1000 ohm is bypassed. Means what? Capacitor is connected across this both resistors. Okay. Now the thing is what? Here you can see that, student, out of 180 and 820, capacitor is only connected between 820. Okay, this capacitor is connected between this 820 only. So this is called what? Unbypassed RE. Unbypassed. Okay, unbypassed means जिसके across capacitor नहीं लगा है वो. So that is called unbypassed. Okay, so 820 is bypassed, 180 is unbypassed. So this is called unbypassed resistor, emitter resistor. So it is indicated by small r and capital E. Okay. So it is okay. It is small r and capital E, unbypassed resistance. Okay. So due to this unbypassed resistance, your gain equation changes to what, student? Your gain equation changes to what? Due to this, okay, your gain equation changes to, instead of minus RC upon RE dash, it becomes RC upon RE plus RE dash, right? So where RE dash is emitter resistance, dynamic resistance, right? And this is what? Unbypassed resistance. Okay, unbypassed resistance. Okay. Now the thing is what? If RE, okay, if RE, okay, unbypassed resistance is greater than RE dash, right? If RE is greater than RE dash, what you can do is, okay. So if RE is greater than RE dash, so you can neglect this. So this is very small, right? This is very small, right? And this is a large quantity, right? Okay, large quantity. So the thing is what? Okay, so due to this, okay, your equation becomes what? Your gain becomes minus RC upon RE. Okay, now this is fixed resistance. Are you getting? This is fixed resistance. All right, this is fixed resistance. So what happens, student? Okay, your RC is constant, your RE is constant. Okay, both are constant. So your gain AV is constant. Okay, AV is also constant. Okay, your AV is also constant. Why? Because your RC, RL, RE all are constant. Okay, and there is no RE dash in the equation, right? And since, okay, RE dash is greater than, RE dash is less than RE. Okay, RE dash is less than RE. Okay, so no RE dash in equation. Okay, so your equation is independent of RE dash. Okay, so this will happen if you unbypass some resistance. Okay, so here 180 ohm is unbypassed. Okay, so capacitor किसके बीच में लगा है, student? Capacitor is connected across only 820, right? So let us do it. So same reading, student. Same reading. What reading? These readings we have taken this one, student. These readings we have taken. Which one? 10 peak to peak, 20 peak to peak, 40 peak to peak, 60 peak to peak. The same reading we have to take, but with unbypassed resistance, right? So once again you take the same reading, right? Once again you take the same reading. Okay. But now this time using circuit 8.2, right? So here you can see the student swamp amplifier. Okay, so here you can see the student. Now figure 8.2. Okay, means unbypassed resistor. Okay, carry out the same readings. Okay, and find out whether distortion is present or not. Right. So let us do it. Okay, let us do it. Okay, so same readings, but for circuit number 8.2, where 180 ohm is unbypassed. Okay, so let us take this table, right, and fill up this table. Okay, but so this table is for, okay, so this table is, okay, this table is okay, with RE equal to 120 ohm unbypassed. Oh, sorry, not 180 ohm unbypassed. Okay, student, RE equal to 180 ohm unbypassed. Okay, this is with RE 180 ohm unbypassed. Got it? So same reading, student, same reading we have to go with, right? So we will go with which readings? 10 millivolt peak to peak, 20 millivolt peak to peak, right? 10 millivolt peak to peak, 20 millivolt peak to peak, 40 millivolt peak to peak, 60 millivolt peak to peak. Okay. We have to repeat the experiment, nothing else. Student, we have to repeat the experiment, right? And find out how much peak to peak is there, positive peak is how much, negative peak is how much, and distortion is present or not. Okay, let us do it. Let us do it. So in this circuit, we will modify. Okay, we will modify. Let me close it, pause it, and here out of 1K, that is 1000 ohm. Okay, what I will do is I will let me say divide this into two parts, right? Divide this resistance into two parts, right? So this is nothing but, let me say, okay, this will be 820 ohm, sorry, 180 ohm unbypassed, right? And this will be 820, okay, which is bypassed. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to connect the capacitor. Okay, these are the resistors, right? So let me complete the circuit. This one, and this one. That's it. Okay. Now we have to connect the capacitor across 820 only, right? So connect the capacitor across 820 only, fine, and don't connect the capacitor across 180. Okay. Now simple modification in the circuit, but now we have to change the input. Okay. So let us do it. So start with the 10 millivolt peak to peak, that is 5 millivolt peak. Okay. So 5 millivolt peak, 10 millivolt peak to peak. Let us run it. So run it. Check the output. Let me zoom in. Okay, let me zoom in. Look, this is your output, student. This is your output. Fine. Okay. So let us pause it and let us put the cursor one on the positive peak. Okay. Cursor two on the negative peak. Okay, cursor two on the negative peak. Right. Okay. So hope I have placed at the right position. Fine. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay, it's fine. So now you can see that, student, obviously gain is decreasing, right? Gain is decreasing, obviously, because your gain is what? RC upon RE plus RE dash. So obviously gain will decrease, but now let us measure the positive peak and negative peak and peak to peak, right? Let us measure the positive peak, negative peak and peak to peak. So for that, let me say normal. Okay. Let me say single. Okay, pause it. So, okay, let us note down this one, student. Let us note down this one. So here you can see that this is negative peak, positive peak, and peak to peak, right? This is your peak to peak, correct? So here you can see that, student, negative is minus 79.3, positive is 79.158. Okay, almost same, student, almost same. Fine. So here you can write down. Okay, how much peak to peak you got it? So peak to peak is much 158.4, that is 0.5 millivolt. So peak is 158, right? Approximately, or okay, 0.5. Okay, but this is what millivolt peak to peak, right? Unit will be okay. How much positive? So positive you are getting how much? So 79.15, that is 79.2 millivolt, right? So positive you are getting 79.2 millivolt, right? Positive. And negative direction you are getting how much? So negative peak is also minus 79.3, right? So minus 79.3 millivolt. Okay, so this is negligible, right? So nonlinear distortion present, no. Okay, there is not too much difference between this height of the positive peak and negative peak. So the nonlinear distortion is not there, right? So let's take the next reading. Let us go with the 20 millivolt peak to peak, right? 20 millivolt. Oh, sorry. Let us go with a 20 millivolt peak to peak. So I have to set it 10 instead of 5, setting 10 millivolt peak and means 20 peak to peak. So now let us measure this one. So you just increase the scale. Okay, let me say normal. So it is running fine. Now let me say single. Okay, and you pause it. Cursor 2 on the, let me say, positive peak, right? Cursor 1 on the negative peak. Okay, fine. Okay, student. So here you can see that, student. Look, here you can see that, right? What is positive peak? What is negative peak? Okay, so here you can see the negative peak is minus 158.4. Okay, minus 158.4, which is approximately 158, right? So let me write down. Negative peak is minus 158. Okay. So negative peak is minus 158.4 millivolt, right? Millivolt. Okay, what is positive peak? Positive peak is 157.7, right? So plus 157.7 millivolt, right? And what is peak to peak? So peak to peak is 316.172, right? So 316.1. Okay, that is millivolt peak to peak, right? Unit is written millivolt peak to peak. Okay, so output distortion is there? No, they are almost same, student. Huh? Okay, input positive peak and negative peak are almost same. So there is no distortion, no distortion. Okay. So let's go with 40 and 60 volt. So I will go with 40. You just go with 60. Okay, and you also go with 80 and 100 also. Okay, so you do it, right? You do it as a homework, right? As a homework, you do it. Okay, I will take the last reading, which is nothing but 40 millivolt peak to peak, right? So 40 millivolt peak to peak, what I have to do is pause it. 40 millivolt peak to peak means 20 millivolt peak. Okay, run it. Okay, let me say not a single, normal. All right, increase the scale. Oh, fine. Now let me say single. Okay, fine. Now pause it. Now measure the positive peak. Okay, measure the negative peak. Right? Okay. So now you can see this, student. Huh? Now you can see this. Okay, so you have a look at this one. Right? You have a look at this one. So what is the negative peak? Minus 317.6, right? Minus 317.6. Okay. So here you can see that minus, right? Minus. Let me say this is minus 317.6 millivolt, right? Okay. Now positive 315.89, right? So positive is plus 315.8, okay, millivolt. Okay, and 633.5, okay, is your peak to peak. 633.5 is your peak to peak, right? So here you can see the student. Okay, only 0.02 volt difference is there, right? 0.02, because these are millivolt, na? These are millivolt, right? Okay, so there is no large distortion. Okay, no large difference between. Okay, so here you can see that no large difference. Okay, large difference between positive and negative peak. समझ आ रहा है स्टूडेंट? Between positive and negative peak. Are you getting? There is no large difference between positive and negative peak. Okay. So that's why this is the case of SWAMP amplifier. What if you look at, student, if you look at the first reading, right? First reading. Okay, see the difference. See the difference. Okay, positive is 592. Negative is 629. Positive is 1.13. Negative is 1.13. Oh, sorry, 1.3. Positive is 2. Negative is minus 2.6. 0.6 volt difference. And last reading is 2.85. There is 3 approx, and this is 3.9 at 4. So 1 volt difference between positive and negative peak. Are you getting? Why? Because okay, all 1K is bypassed, right? Okay, but in this case, if you unbypass 180 ohm, okay, with unbypass 180 ohm, you can see that almost equal, right? Okay, with unbypassed RE, okay, you can see this. Okay, you can see this. Okay, okay, almost equal, right? Almost equal positive and negative cycle peak. Okay, so you can see that there is no distortion, right? Distortion. So okay, so almost same. So you can, there is no distortion in the output, right? In the output. Okay, fine. Okay, so that is the function of swamped amplifier. Swamped amplifier, right? Swamped amplifier, right? Means it will neglect the effect of RE, right? Okay, it is neglecting the effect of RE because RE dash is too much small, right? Okay, RE is large. Okay, compared to RE, so you can neglect. You can neglect this one. Okay, you can neglect RE dash. Right, so if you neglect the RE dash, so your gain become constant, right? Obviously your gain is decreasing, but now your gain, voltage gain is having fixed resistance RE, right? So as a result, you will not get distortion in the output, right? Okay, since your gain is fixed, okay, gain is fixed, okay, you will get, okay, no distortion in the output. So that is the function of swamp amplifier. Right? Gain is decreasing, but you will not get distortion in the output. Means you will have almost equal positive and negative cycle. Student, you will have almost equal positive and negative cycle. So as a homework, you just go with 60 millivolt peak to peak, 80 millivolt peak to peak, and 100 millivolt peak to peak. Okay, so that you have to go with the homework. Okay, homework you go with this one, right? Okay. So same circuit as you have used in experiment 7, right? But the difference is what? 180. Don't connect the capacitor across this 180. Okay, 1000 is divided into two parts, 180 and 820. Across 180, do not connect any capacitor. Across 820, connect the capacitor. Okay, so this is called unbypass the capacitor. What? Student, this is called what? Unbypass the capacitor. And the symbol is, let me say, RE. Okay, so this is what? Unbypass the capacitor. Unbypassed capacitor. Fine. Okay, and this is bypass capacitor, capital RE. Okay. So due to this unbypassed capacitor, you will get a stable gain, reduced gain, but stable gain. Okay, and you will get no distortion in the output. Okay, you will get no distortion in the output. Fine. Okay, so here is the end of your experiment 8. Okay. Experiment 8 is also completed. Okay, so now what you have to do is, okay, student, what you have to do is, right? Look, here they have connected RL, student. Here they have connected RL. So what you can do is, you can correct RL also. I have not connected it, but what you can do is you can connect RL, right? So okay, you can connect RL also. Okay, I have not connected. Fine. So just connect RL also. So you will get slight variation in the okay, you will in calculation, right? In the reading you will get slight variation because here you can correct as RL. I have not connected. Okay, resistance. Let me say 10k. Okay, and give it a label RL. Okay, RL. But without RL, it is also fine. Okay, but if it is given in the book, you can go with that one. Okay, you will get the same effect, student. Only output will reduce slight. Okay, it will reduce slightly, right? Okay, so here you can see that, student. Okay, you will get slight reduction in the output, right? But almost positive and negative peak. Okay, so that is optional RL. But anyways, it is connected in the book, so you can go with that one. Okay. So what you have to do is, student, what you have to do, you have to write down these readings into the record book also. And yes, I will. Okay, let me say, are you having this PDF, student? Are you having this PDF? Are you having this PDF? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what you have to do is you have to take a printout. Okay, and you have to fill up reading into that one, student. You have to fill up reading into that one. Okay. And at the time of submission, you have to scan all that and upload it. Okay, so get a printout of that one. Okay, if it is not available to you, I will pass on to you, don't worry. But okay, and yes, student, look, in experiment 7 you have to draw the graph. Student, I think that I have explained, right? I think that I have explained. Yes, this kind of graph. Okay, output versus RE, Now, same kind of graph will be there in experiment number 6. Output voltage versus RC, right? So please draw that two graph in experiment 6 and 7. If you are facing any difficulty, please contact me. Okay. But please take a printout of this experiment and start writing these readings. Okay. Okay, so this is okay. So up to this we will stop. Okay, in the next lab we will go with next one, which is this one, emitter follower resistor buffer. Okay, and 10th. Okay, so now two experiment left. We will do it. Don't worry. We will complete it. We will complete it. So you just start writing the assignment questions also, right? You have to submit that tutorials also. Okay. So please start writing it. And if you are facing any difficulty in assignment questions, please tell me. You can drop an email, right? So this is interesting. Multi-stage amplifier is also there in the assignment question. Okay. So that you also go with. Okay, if you are facing any issue, we will definitely discuss this in the next lab. Okay. So let's stop here, student. Please mark your attendance in the chat box, student. Mark your attendance in the chat box. Please, student, mark your attendance. I don't know, my attendance extension is not working today. Please mark your attendance. I don't know why it is not working. Okay, let me say. Okay, extension. I don't know, it is not working. Please mark your attendance in the chat box, student. I will check out why it is not working. Anyways. Okay, please don't forget, don't forget, student, don't forget to mark your attendance. It is very important. Right? So if you mark your attendance, then you may leave this session. Okay.